Good evening, everybody. Susan Edens back here with you after a really exciting action from the men's side, wrestling here at University of the Ozarks. Early this afternoon, we had the sun kind of beating down on us for part of it, but now it's really settled nicely, and we've got a beautiful evening. A lot of folks out here, and sitting to my left is my resident expert in wrestling, Dee. Say hello, Dee.
Hello.
All right, let's have you move your mic just a little closer to your mouth so folks can hear you. And now, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you a wrestler as well?
I actually am a wrestler, but I'm not wrestling today. But next week, I will be back on the mat whenever we go to, I believe, a tournament next Tuesday.
Okay. And are you kind of a veteran at this? You've been doing it a while?
Yes, I've been wrestling for about about 6 years. Started my freshman year, high school.
Yeah.
And
women's sport kind of new still. You know, maybe
Yeah.
not to a younger generation, but I think a lot of us that when we grew up, we always saw, I grew up in Arizona. We had a lot of high school wrestling for boys. We didn't have it for girls. And now that it's happened, the transition happened just, I think, very smoothly. Just like, it's a sport. But I don't know. What about your perspective?
I feel women's wrestling has grown a lot, especially these past few years, especially in bigger states like California and Texas and Oklahoma as well. The main thing about the wrestling in college for women is that it's a different style from men's. So men's have folk style and women have freestyle.
Okay.
So the rules are different, the scoring is different, but majority of the moves that are done in the neutral position are the same for folk style. The only difference for freestyle is the bottom, which is called parterre.
Okay. Now that sounds like a kind of fancy name. Say it again.
Parterre?
I like it. All right.
I don't know what it means still, but all I know it's called parterre.
It's way better than bottom.
Right.
I think it's good. Dee's here with me, and she's going to help us this afternoon to, I hope we're growing an audience for wrestling and, of course, for women's wrestling as well. And I think when you're trying to grow an audience, it helps to just understand the sport a little bit better. So I know we've got a lot of folks on the line that are very familiar with the sport. They know how it works. And then we have also got people like me who just admire it and want to learn a little bit.
Still fun to watch.
Yeah. Exactly.
Even if you don't know the rules or anything, it's still fun to watch.
It is. And we're outside today, so this is a little bit of a twist on it. Usually if it's home, it's in the Maybe Gymnasium. What do you think about this?
Personally, I don't like being outdoors. One of the main reasons why I joined wrestling was because we were inside majority of the time. So being outside is very different. I don't think I've actually never wrestled outside on a mat.
All right. Well, we're going to see some of that just real quickly here. I see we've got wrestlers for both sides kind of warming up a little bit.
I think they're getting the scoring.
Getting that. Yep, they're huddled around the scoreboard. And we want to tell you guys that are watching on our live stream, we want to apologize up front because we actually can't see the scoreboard. And so it's kind of difficult for us to keep a running tally, but we'll do our best. And maybe occasionally, Dee, I'll run down there and I'll get an update the old-fashioned way and bring it back up here for you. It's just about 6 o'clock Central Time, and we are appreciative of all of our viewers tonight. And as you guys continue to hop on and be from Arkansas, but also other states and other parts of the world. Coach Fowler's down there too. I think she's trying to help them get that worked out.
We also have our volunteer assistant coach, Taylor, talking to the girls over there.
I gotcha. All right. Excellent. She looks like she's giving them some encouragement.
Yeah. It's fun to see her as a coach. I got to know her last year, not as a coach, but as a friend. But very excited to see how she coaches us this year.
Awesome. Coach Fowler, Charlotte Fowler, I believe this is her first year as a head coach.
Yes.
Big event starting off for her. She's no stranger to the sport, that's for sure.
She actually got third at the Olympic World Trials this past year.
Wow. Touching greatness.
Which is really great. Oh, I think our old head coach is watching. Hi, Leroy.
Coach Gardner, Coach Leroy Gardner, yes.
Yep. Doing commentary today, Coach.
She's doing great. We do miss our coach who's at Purdue now.
Mm-hmm. He's coaching the men's team and I think the RTC program.
Okay.
ROTC program.
Right. A naval commander.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're about to get started here.
This edit was made by Luca.